Hello everybody, welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa, here in our city of New Zealand, and we are doing viewer suggestions and fixes today. And the first thing that we're going to deal with is the big problem of fires that we have. What is that I spot on the hill over there? Oh my giddy aunts, it's a fire. I put up a community post a couple of days ago. Over 16,000 of you voted on the question as to whether we should turn off fires or whether we should just deal with them. Oh dear, I had no idea this was burning down here. Please, please. And an overwhelming 62% of you said turn off the fire spread. It's got a bit ridiculous and not very realistic. And that was the sort of the way I was leaning. I was thinking that's what we were going to do. But before I do that, I would like to try and deal with the fire spread in a different way. So we're just going to pause for a second. There's a few little things that we can do that have been suggested. First of all, before I dive into those, we've got a problem with our water and our power and stuff because we need to rebuild these and we can't without a disaster response unit being built. So disaster response, there we go. So we need to pop in a disaster response unit. We don't have one. Let's find a spot for that. Okay, I'm just thinking over here would be a nice spot. Let's grab our industry road that we've got. Oh, can I build a road past here? Darn it. Okay, hang on a sec. Move it mod, gonna come to the rescue. Hopefully we can just squeeze a road down through there. Let's grab that one. Do you know what? With anarchy on, I think that's gonna be okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Oh, it just about fits in. Look at that. Fantastic. And that is gonna go. Let's turn anarchy off. Up against there. There we go. Fantastic. We'll just extend this road a little bit. So these are gonna start sending out. Actually, that can come down a bit further. These are going to start sending out vehicles that are hopefully going to start saving our city. What have we got? Vehicles and helicopters as well. There they go. There they go. Oh, let's follow one of these. See where they go. I mean, we know where they're going, but let's follow it anyway. Look at them go. Formation driving. Yes, they're heading over here. Let them through. They're heading over here to deal with all of this. So while they're dealing with... Oh, and that's it now. They can't get through because of the water floods. It's like everything's going wrong. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So the other thing we can do while they're working on this... I'm going to have to just get rid of this guy here. Thank you, goodbye. The other thing we can do is a city-wide policy. So if we jump into our policies... Smoke detector distribution. A lot of people have said about this. So buildings would have smoke detection, significantly reduce risk of fire. Come on. Oh, look, they're going. Look, they're walking out. There they go. But it cost us 5 cents a building. But we're going to add that citywide and see if we can afford to keep that one going. There we go. Look, we can rebuild some buildings. Well, they'll get rebuilt. I want this one done. You could come over here and sort this one for me. That would be great. Now, I think that is going to help to a certain extent, but my reply to your comments is that you can't put smoke detectors on a tree. And a lot of the... Here come the rescue helicopters as well to do the same sort of thing. There we go. I think that one's already done. So the trees are still going to catch fire. We do have our fire... watch towers. We've got those all over the place covering everything. So let's see how that goes. That is the first thing. Okay, just to show you, we've literally had the smoke detectors, fire detectors on, and this is happening around the corner. Okay, while we're over here in this area, one of the other things a lot of people mentioned is we are treating our water here, and we also are pumping our water in there. So a couple of comments saying, check your pollution. So let's go and check our pollution. Average drinking water pollution is 0%. Ground pollution, as you can see over here, we do have some. But it's fine. It's no problem at all. Might be because that has literally only just been turned on again. So let me just keep an eye on this for a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's been a few minutes. Most things have come back. I think that's far enough away to deal with the problems that we've got there. The other places that we've got water coming in are... over, let's have a look, over here somewhere on the other island. That's right. Here it is. Oh my goodness me. All of these problems over here because of the fires. Yeah, over here, and there's no pollution over here, look. Nah, we're totally fine. No worries at all. And these will start growing back now that we've got all the water and the stuff hooked up again. Right, another little mistake I made in the last episode was with my lines on my roundabout. We had it set up like this. I'm assuming there's going to be comments on this. Tuesday's video hasn't gone out yet because I'm recording this on Tuesday morning. But I know people are going to pick up on it. That should look more like this, where, as you can see, this lane goes off like that, splits into two, and then these ones come out like that. So I'm going to fix all of the junctions that I did. I'll do it off camera. You don't need to see that. But actually, just to quickly show you, if you want to do it for yourself, set your junction up as it should be, like that. And then I am going to copy those markings. And then I'll just go round and select junction there, and I will paste my markings. Yep. And then we can just use these arrows here to turn it around so it fits. That will do nicely, and then I can just line these lines up that haven't quite lined up, and we'll be done. There we go. Much better. Fantastic. Now, the other thing that got mentioned a lot is my ferry stops. I think I messed something up with the stop somewhere. There was like 42 million comments on that. But what was actually a very good comment, which I quite liked, is we've got this sort of hub that we've been building up here with our bus, our tram, all sorts of things going on, and our ferries. And someone said, why don't you have an east line and a west line for your ferry? Because as things go on, you can have more ferry stops down here. We'll have other hubs, I'm sure. But people can then take the east ferry line up to our main hub, switch over if they want to, get onto the west line to come over here, and that'll expand a bit. And I thought that was a really good idea. So I'm just going to switch around my ferry lines, and hopefully they'll work a bit better. While we're on the subject of transit, we can see here, under our tram lines, we do get some passengers. A lot of people saying, oh, there's no passengers that use them. Just not many people use them because we've got such good bus coverage and stuff like that. They seem to like that a lot more. Yeah, this is the best one down here. But I like them. I'm going to keep it in. So there we go. Right, let me sort out these. So just as a quick before and after, Ferry Line 1 goes all the way from the university, all the way along the front, all the way over to this island and back again. And that's got 47 passengers. Oh, there's a lot of people on the ferries as well. Well, probably 47 because that's what it says. And then our yellow line, if we just close that, goes from the island, if I remember correctly. Yes, it goes from the island up over to here and sort of loops around at the hub. So, yeah, let me switch those up. And that's got 11 passengers. And here we go. There's all the ferries going home that have been deleted. Here's all the new ferries coming out for our new lines. And what we've got is we've got the New Teelan East, New Teelan West, and then we've got an NP to NT Direct. What is that? Well, over here, we have the first of our new names. We have the No Problem At All. No Problem At All. Do you get it? Do you get it? By Autumn Million gave us that name, which I thought was a fantastic name. So we've got a direct line from No Problem to New Teeland over here, going direct to our hub and back again. So that one should work great. Right, while we're in this area here, fantastic place to have a look. I've asked you for your suggestions on how to get power from this area over to this area. I did mistakenly try and use the over here, these here, the tsunami warning buoys, which I thought would give an area of effect with electricity. What I was actually thinking about was the earthquake sensor. So if I just put one of those down, for instance, I should plop it in the middle there, go to our electricity thing. There we go. It was a little teeny tiny area of effect. So you could use that on land if you wanted to, but the water one doesn't. But what you could use is like the advanced wind turbines, because they will go in the water. They do have an area of effect of electricity. Not quite sure what that is, but I reckon if we went there, that connects those up nicely. And maybe another two in here, just past our ferry line. Oh, look at that. Just connects it up across there. So now we can delete this. So thank you for whoever suggested that. I'm sorry I didn't write your name down. Get rid of that one there. There we go. And I think our ferry lines will be missing that. Missing those. Yeah, that's fine. So that now takes our electricity across the bay and looks fine. Yeah, I like those in there. Excellent. Another problem solved. And we just need to connect it up over here as well. Oh, almost missed it. I could use probably an earthquake sensor. Oh, do you reckon? In there. Would that not be quite enough? Let's use 2 earthquake sensors. And I think then we're hooked up. There we go. Everybody can be happy again. Please be happy. Yeah, everybody's happy again. Fantastic. Right, let's get a couple of names under our belt. We've got this sort of key area over here where we've got our industry going on that's slowly building up, which I do like the look of this area here. Fantastic name by Jadcott. So no longer Underhill District. This is Hawky Borky. That was brilliant. Fantastic suggestion for this area. Thank you, Jadcott. Right, we're going to name this area here our little hub. And I'm going to take a name that came up in our last but one episode, which I absolutely love. And I came up with this one myself. So thank you, Biffa. You're welcome, Biffa. I'm glad you like the name. I did too. That's why I suggested it. Hashtag Save the Rock. Oh, absolutely brilliant. I love it. I love it. Yes, everybody's loving it. Good. And then finally, the last name for today, this little area over here. And I thought this was a very fitting and fantastic name for this area. Thank you very much to Jan Ritz for Tranquility Point. I think that fits in really well. This area barely has any problems at all. So that means I'm just going to change this too. I want to keep the hill in there. I like that. Point Hill, Tranquility Hill. It's not a hill at all, but, you know, why not? There we go. Thank you, Jan Ritz. And barely 10 minutes or so later, look at our ferry lines. So much better. New Zealand East, tons of people wanting to use it. We definitely need to up our ferries there. Let's up that to, say, 9. New Zealand West, again, a load of people using those. I think we've got the right amount of ferries on there. And our direct line as well. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, we've got the right amount on there. So overall, I think that's less ferries, but more people using them. So that is definitely going to make us more money. We're still making money. It's fluctuating, as you can see. That's the way the industry's DLC works. And we're creeping back up to, we had about 22,000 people before, didn't we? Because, wrong button, because we'd actually hit Colossal City. Oh no, Capital City we hit, didn't we? Of course we did. So we're creeping up towards Colossal City. Right, just a quick little upgrade to our fishing industry. We've unlocked another 2 fishing harbours. And something I didn't notice, which again came from the comments. If you look at the description of the fishing harbour, sends out low capacity fishing boats that can catch all types of fish with a moderate catch rate. But then if you look at the anchovy fishing harbour, it says, dedicated to catching and processing anchovies, specialised fishing boats have a high catch rate and capacity as long as their fishing routes reach the correct type of fish. And it says the same for the shellfish and the other ones as well, which I didn't realise that. So as anchovy, as you can see, is our biggest catch that we're going for, I'm going to replace some of our fishing routes with the anchovy one and see how much that makes a difference. So you remember we set up our route here, whereas this boat will get 100% by the time it's got all the way round. Let's see if that's different if I upgrade this normal fishing harbour to an anchovy fishing harbour. Right, let's follow this guy. He's going to take exactly the same route, but I'm wondering whether he is going to be filled up quicker as he is particularly just picking up or fishing anchovy. Let's find out. Okay, so we didn't quite get to 100%, which was a bit odd, but I'm assuming that they hold more. I was thinking they were going to do it quicker, but okay, there we go. That's how it works. Yeah, it says a better capacity, so I'm assuming that's going to just give us more fish, which is great. So I'm going to upgrade the rest of those, and that will hopefully help this guy all the way down here in Hawky Borky keep himself stocked up with fish, because he does struggle from time to time. So while the city's running and we're making lots of money, which is great, things are getting back to as they were before. I'm just going around adding in some offices because we have, as you can see, a great demand for industry. And if you can sort of spot a few offices around the place, it just helps people with not having to travel perhaps so far to get to work. I'm also using them in places like this over here. Where if we use our noise, there we go. So a lot of noise from our train station. A lot of these houses were complaining. So these ones around here. So I've changed them to offices. And the offices will block the noise as well for the houses behind. So that is a great little tip. I'll tell you what, your suggestions are fantastic. As well as the ferry use going up, my money going up, my population going up. I've left this running for ages while I've gone up to the house, done some things, grabbed another cup of tea, come back again, and we've not had one fire. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. You guys nailed it. Those smoke detectors, they've been nailing them to the trees. That's what's been happening. So there's been no fires. Fantastic. Okay, so now my video on Tuesday has released, and there's a few more little fixes that you guys and girls have spotted that we are going to put into play. One of them is our bicycle network. We replaced all of our roads with bike roads, and I am 99% sure, and you're sure as well, that people can't walk on these. They can only cycle on them. So I have downloaded the pedestrian and bicycle path. That's the name of it. If you search for that in the workshop, you will find. And we're going to change that. And let's just give that a second and see if we just see anybody walking on it at all. Oh, this person down here thought about it. That guy there, that lady there, and this person here. There we go. So I need to basically go around all of my networks that I set up with all of my bicycle path. That's the one I've just done. As you're not letting me do that one. Okay, I'll do that one. I think that's the one I just did. I need to go around and upgrade all of these and hopefully not miss anybody to really aid in the cycling around our city. The roads are all okay. And then this one came down here. Yeah, so just give me a sec and I'm going to do this. And there was also a comment saying, could we not just get the bike path to connect over here somewhere so people in here don't have to cycle all the way up there, all the way down there, and all the way round? We've only got this little tiny river here. And do you know what? I thought that was a fantastic idea. I'm wondering whether there's somewhere we could sort of sneak it through some houses without losing some houses. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it through here. This house is going to be gone. So let's go to there. Then we'll go up and, oh, hashtag save the rock. Let me get the rock. Please let me get the rock. Why are you not letting me get in the rock? That rock. Got the rock. Thank you. And then we'll come across here like that. Why does it always do that? Come on. I want the up one. Let's upgrade it. Ping. There we go. And then if we connect that to this path here, I think they will still cycle on these paths. Or at least they can walk through there anyway. So I think that's a very good connection. There we go. So I'll go through the rest of the city, checking all the bicycle paths that we've got set up. And then I've got an idea for crossing over the mountain, which we'll come back to in a minute. So let me change all of these and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I've upgraded all of these. And then when we get to this one that goes over the highway, I'm just going to upgrade this bit of road here. There we go, to have a little bike connection on it. And then if we just move that down a bit, that will connect to there and they can get on the bike highway along the front here as well. Fantastic. And this is the last little bit along here going down to the industry area. Let's just grab these last few. There we go, all the way down to over here. And I think we should now be able to connect it down here as well, as we've got... Let's just go into there. So we've got a little road there. Might as well go into this one too. There we go. Excellent. So that is everything all hooked up with our biking lanes and pedestrian lanes. And then if we go into our policies, of course, we've also got city planning, encourage biking. Most citizens will prefer bicycles over motor vehicles. And now that we've got that all set up, that is an absolutely fantastic policy to add in. And by the way, our traffic is 84%. So, I mean, I'm expecting that to go up. I think most of our traffic is just these little hotspots. You know, things like this where they slow down because it's busy. That little corner's a tight corner. I mean, there's absolutely no traffic anywhere, even in the red bits. Let's go over here. Nah, you know, nothing really. That's okay. That's fine. So, we said about getting up and over the top, and I'm hoping I've got this unlocked. Monorail, cable car. We do. Now, this is a sort of a use your imagination type thing, but I had a couple of comments saying that a cable car up and over the mountain, I think it was in the Netherlands or somewhere, that the chap who left the comment was saying that they could come down the cycle lane, jump on a cable car, hook their bike on, and then when they get to the other side, they can unhook it and carry back on in the lane again. So we need to do a little something here. We've got this path coming up here. Let's just delete that. We need to grab our cycle path and just continue it along the side here. And then it's going to branch off like that. And then we need a road connection here for our cable car. So let's just have a look at that. If we turn that one off there and do that. Right, okay. So we've got the cable car stop and the cable car end stop. So I think that's the one we're going to use. We may end up with another stop in the middle when we sort of do a park on the PG Tips Mountains here. But for now, this will do. So that's going to go against the road like that. So we want a road going this way. Let's just give ourselves some space. There we go. We'll grab... Well, do you know what? Let's grab a road with bikes on. That would be good, wouldn't it? As that's what we're doing. And we're going to have that come across like that. And then I want this to curve into here. Like so. And then we're going to slightly change this. So let's grab... Because I don't want them slowing down and stopping for that bit there. So... asymmetric. I know there's one that I'm thinking of. This one here. 3-lane, 2+1, two-way highway. Yep, that's the one I want. So we're going to go 2 that way and 2 that way, which is fantastic. We'll check. Give way there. So now these guys can carry on. They can slow down going into there. And I think that'll work rather well. Excellent. Just see if they keep going. Yeah, they do. Good. And then if we add that onto here... Yeah, this ain't going to work, is it? Because I'm going to attach to this. And go, oh, actually, it is. We might just need to do, as we say, a little bit of finagling here. Give me a sec. There we go. That looks a bit better. I'm also going to put a crossing in here somewhere, if we can. Nope, won't let me do it there. We'll do it here instead. So we'll put... that's strange. Let's try that again. Can we do that? Bend, U-turn, and custom. Oh, there we go. Yeah, excellent. That's what I want. Yeah, we'll add the lights onto there, and then we'll just move that down a little bit over there. Excellent. Some of those trees in the way. Come on now. It's just like a cluster. It is a cluster. There we go. Let's move that over. So they can now get over to here, which is good. We're going to need some sort of protection lane sort of thing along here. Is there one of these? That one there. 2-way highway with sound barriers. That's the one we want. So if we upgrade that, turn off collision, and then we'll come back and get rid of the trees in a moment, just to add a bit of protection along there. Unfortunately, I don't think we have an asymmetric with sound barriers. Oh, that's exactly what we want. There we go. So we'll do that on both sides, and then we might as well do this one here as well, because it goes all the way down. Was that the right thing? 2-way highway with sound barriers. Yeah, why does that look so different from this one? Oh, because that's going into a bridge, isn't it? Yep, that's fine. There we go. Just protect the cyclists. We want to do that. Let me get rid of all these bushes and things on the bike lane. There we go. That's looking good. They can bike down there, come off, get all the way down here, jump up onto the cable car, hook their bike on, and let's just see if we can run this over the top to an obvious place. So, I mean, literally straight up and straight down to here would just be perfect. So if we do cable car end stop like there, and then run that straight into there, oh, that is just inspired. I tell you, that is. And then all we need to do then is grab this road here and just upgrade this. So they're going to get off there with their bikes. What is the best way to go? I mean, they can go this way and join the bike network there. So that goes onto this road with the bike network that goes all the way through, the bridge over the top. And to be honest, should we do this one as well? No, we'll just do that one there. And there we go. There's the cable cars going up and over the top. Oh, that is just great. That is just a great idea. I love it. I love it. So that is now... I know technically it's not a bike path over the top, but in our mind, we're going to say that is how they're now getting across to join the network on the other side. Brilliant. And another little fix that you eagle-eyed viewers spotted, the mistake I had made over here was I've gone from 2-lane one-way to a 2-way highway on this side. So it's not actually causing any problems, but it's not the right thing to do. So we are going to, there we go, change all of this along here as it should be. There we go. That was my mistake. I get confused between... Well, I don't get confused. Not like I don't know the difference, but I've got momentarily confused there. So I think that one's okay. I think that's the only one that I've messed up. Just following the highway along down here. This is all okay. So I also want to add a few policies on. Now, it's always hard to tell how much money we're constantly making because it does fluctuate quite a lot. I mean, there was about 13,000 a week there. It goes up and down, but I'm going to put on small business enthusiast, big business benefactor. So that allows small and large business to increase their sales at a cost of 2 and 4 tea leaves per type of building. Industrial Space Planet is a very good one. It doubles the amount of goods produced by zoned industry buildings. So if we have a look at our importing and exporting, we're still importing 780 goods. We're not exporting any because we are using them all. But if I put this one on, there we go. Don't click this one by mistake. The whole city rebuild. That will be very interesting to see how that affects our goods importing. So we're going to do that one. And in line with that, I think sustainable fishing is going to be quite good. So less fish coming in, increases harbour upkeep by a little bit, but citizen happiness up by 15% and commercial income from goods by 5%. Definitely we're going to be doing that one. Decrease fish yield by 25%, increase citizen. No, I don't think we're going to do that one. I'm not going to do that one either. And the park maintenance boost will be a good one. Increase the park maintenance vehicle shift length by 50%, cost 80 per park maintenance service building. I think that's a fantastic one because we've only got one park maintenance building. Park areas, I'm not quite sure how to bring that one up. Hang on a sec. Here we go. Park maintenance. They have a long way to go. And actually, I think they are normal. Oh, have we not got a park maintenance building? Oh, do you know what? I don't think we have. Let's add in a park maintenance building. Here we go. Fantastic. So where can we squeeze that in? That looks like it would go nicely alongside the road here as we're continuing to add these sort of industrial type buildings over here for the look that we're going for. Let's get that to hook in there nicely. There we go. Very nice, very nice. And that would go alongside the highway. It will. Just one more. Just this way. Just that way a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That fits in nicely. And then they're going to send out some park maintenance vehicles. There it goes. Very good. So actually, I don't know whether we need to put that. I was thinking of the road maintenance when I was speaking before. Got that park there. We've got these count as a park down here. So I'm thinking with not that many parks, we need to add more parks. And they might be able to get all the way with no problem. 5 out of 20. Maybe that's something to keep an eye on. I'm going to leave that one off for now. So this is a good one. Fishing license. So it's going to increase all residential tax by 5%, but reduce their happiness by 5%, increase crime by 5%. I think that's fantastic because we've already boosted our happiness in other places. Whichever other one we were doing, I can't remember. So there we go. Increases citizen happiness by 15%. So take down the 5% and it's only 10%. So those two together give a net profit of happiness and extra money. I think that's a really good one. Okay, back over here at our industry area. Just added a few more little industry buildings in. Any little spots we've had, just trying to build up our goods production. I love this little block here. This one looks fantastic. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So what are we at the moment? Oh, look at that. We're barely importing 279 goods. That is absolutely fantastic. And we've unlocked the next level on the fish farm. We've only got one more to go. We've got to get 3.2 million to get the seaweed farm. We have the... Let's have a look here. So let's zoom out a bit. Fishing industry. We want that one there. There we go. So now we have the salmon. We do have little spots of salmon, so maybe when we get over here, we'll put some salmon in. Oh, autosave, quick sip of tea. And we have this one here, shellfish. Shellfish. We have a few little spotted around. Maybe, oh, look, over here we have loads. I think that might be off the map, actually. But then we have a couple of, oh, tuna as well. I've got no tuna anywhere that I can see. But then we've got a couple of farms. We've got a fish farm and an algae farm, which will produce huge amounts of fish once they've been grown in their little vats, test tubes and whatnot. Test tube flavoured fish. Well, yeah, interesting. And that will be, I think, fantastic. It's affected by water pollution. There is no water pollution over here at all. And this is where our fish farm is, our fish factory, I should say, beg your pardon. And it's constantly running out of fish. So we are going to add a couple of these over here. Let's take the algae farm. And we're going to squeeze that in there. There we go. Oh, that is pretty big, isn't it? And then we'll take this one here, the fish farm, and we'll squeeze that one in. I'll get it right along there like that. So that'll be good. Then we can grab some roads and get this thing connected up. So that can just connect to there. Like that, and that one can just connect to there like that. Excellent, excellent. I'm going to put some industry buildings, whatever we can fit in. If it gives us any pollution, then I will remove them, and then we just need some water pipes, and I think that is definitely going to keep our fish factory humming along nicely. Let's do that. Let's do that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So there we go. You can see the algae being grown in the little vats there. The fish will be grown in the little vats there. Is there any information? Growth stage. There we go. So we need to sort of keep an eye on that. Oh, there we go. 5 of 5. So there's no sort of visual thing that I can see, but I guess the fish will then be taken out. There we go. Excellent. And this one will be coming up to 5 of 5. There we go. So that is definitely going to help this produce more goods, which is what we want. And we're making tons of money. I've seen our money now get up to 22,000, 23,000, our weekly income. So all the changes we've made so far have been splendiferous. Hey, Colossal City. Fantastic. We can now unlock another square, get access to helicopters and a whole load of fantastic new stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, everybody, thank you so much for all of your assistance with the names, with the fixes. I do keep a list of all this sort of stuff, and then every now and again we'll do a community fixing episode. How do you fancy that? But your help is making New Zealand even better, and the fire problem has finally abated. That is just fantastic. So thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic day. Check out the next video on the screen as well. And I will see you all very soon for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.